I'm Caroline Sunshine, and you're watching Clever TV.
Hey guys, welcome back to the ClevverTV Lounge. I'm Dana Ward, chilling with Jocelyn Davis.
Hello.
And we have a fabulous guest today, one of the stars of Disney's hit show, Shake It Up, Caroline Sunshine. Yay. Hello, hello.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
So you play Tinka. I love your character. There are so many aspects of your character that make her so interesting. What makes her the most interesting to you? Like, what really excites you about Tinka?
I love just being, she's the type of person that everybody like secretly wants to be, but you can't be in real life. You know, like, or at least for me, like, I always secretly wanted to wear like the crazy stuff that she gets to wear, say the crazy things that she gets to say and like gets away with it. Do you know what I mean? So I just love being like a completely different person. I just like that she can say whatever she wants and just, that's how it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, she has no filter almost, and so to be that person sometimes is kind of fun. You know, it's different.
Now, breakdown for anyone who hasn't tuned in to Shake It Up, like, say Tinka's last name, first of all. I can't say
Yeah,
it.
it's
Tinka's last name. There's been a couple of different variations. That's the question we get a lot. Like,
Okay.
How exactly do you say your last name? So the correct interpretation of Tinka's name is Hessenheffer. Hessenheffer. So yes, and all my fans are my little Hessenheffers. So.
Oh,
and I love the accent.
Not even
Yes.
little
Oh my
monsters.
Little Hessenheffers. Yeah, it's so fun to say. It
love
just
it.
like rolls off the tongue, kind of, once you have practice.
And like break down her characters. I know you're a twin, and how do you fit into the whole story?
So essentially, like, Shake It Up, you know, is about this this dance show in Chicago called Shake It Up Chicago, and Gunter and Tinka are the frenemies of the show. We kind of add the, like, you know, sugar, spice, everything nice, kind of, you know what I mean? I think we'd be more of the spice, probably, but so they're like this, Gunter and Tinka are this duo from Eastern Europe, you know, and so there are these like foreign exchange students that have been there, and they're dancing on the show with Rocky and Cece, and they're very colorful, for lack of a better word. When Gunter and Tinka come on the screen, you know it's Gunter and Tinka. Like, there's no mistake. We're very like flamboyant and slightly obnoxious, I'd say. We have like a G and T that are plastered on ourselves like at all times, so you know who we are.
Yeah.
And you know, we're not Americans. We don't really get the culture, so we tend to say things or do things that are very just like, what did they just do, or what did they just say? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shake it up.
Yeah, shake it up. Exactly. Gunter and Tinka, shake it up. Yeah.
No, but what I love about your characters is that you have these awesome accents. You're European exchange students, except, side note, haven't your characters been exchange students since like the first
grade?
So,
Yeah, that's the big joke in the show, is that like, yeah, that's what we say in like one of the first episodes is like, you know, you've been exchange students here since the first grade.
And they're like, can we exchange you back?
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And so it cracks me up, yeah, with Gunter and Tinka being the exchange students. But it's cool.
Talk about the accent though. I mean, was that something hard for you at the beginning, or did it just? It sounds like
It's
it rolls right off your
weird.
tongue now.
You would think that, yeah, you'd be like, what? This is the thing that when most people like meet me in real life, they're like, oh, you don't talk with the accent? I was like, no, I'm from SoCal. Like, I'm a Cali girl. Like, what? No. So it was different, you know what I mean? Like, for the audition, I kind of just went in and went with like a really thick Russian accent and just decided to go with it, you know what I mean? And then kind of, you know, more when I got the role and started working with Kenton, we kind of play off of each other and we've tweaked it so that it's essentially its own accent, you know, it combines different accents from kind of all over Europe, and we've just thrown them all together, shake it up a little bit, and you have Gunter and Tinka.
Yeah.
You know, so it was really fun. That was probably one of like the coolest things about creating the character was creating this accent. It was really fun.
Fun. Now, speaking of Gunter,
Gunter.
Mr. Kenton Duty. Now,
Yes.
he told us that he had never really danced a day in his life, and you are like an old pro when it comes to dancing.
Yeah.
So, like, have you been helping him through
Oh
this
my gosh,
season?
I have to hand it to Kenton. He did not have like any dance experience before the
Like
show.
zero.
Like, yeah,
No joke.
if this is zero, then yeah, Kenton's, yeah, zero. You know what I mean? But he's caught on so quick. And the coolest thing is that he just goes for it. Like most people, when you're doing dance moves, they're a little bit
hesitant,
shy, a
yeah.
little hesitant, you know, sometimes stuff looks crazy, but he's like, no, he just throws himself into it. And by, you know, like the second time, I'm like, what? That took me like a year. I'm like, oh my God, you know what I mean? So he gets with it, and it's so fun because like we get to play each other with that, and Gunter and Tinka get to come up with their own little like fun dances and stuff. So he'll be like, hey, can we try this? I'm like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, let's do it.
And you guys obviously have great chemistry. Was that something that happened right off the bat? Did you guys like meet in the audition or first day on set?
I met Kenton. It was my last audition for Tinka. It was like the final audition, final callback is what like the term was. And I met him in there, and it was just kind of felt like right. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know that they had already had Gunter in there, so it was a shock. Here I'm like ready to go and be like, hi, I'm Tinka, and like Gunter's right there. I'm like, Gunter's here too, you know what I mean? But we had like just an instant click and instant chemistry, and that's really stayed with us and really only grown since like we've been on the show for like 21 episodes now.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
What is it like behind the scenes, like with the other girls, with Bella and
so
Zendaya?
Fun. Oh my gosh, particularly working on a show that's got dance. We have our like jam sessions together, and like it really, the dance element kind of brought us all closer, you know what I mean? Because it just kind of tears down everybody's walls, and you just kind of get to see people for like who they are, just having fun. And you know, everybody kind of has like a different role. Like the girls are like, you know, sisters to me, and Davis is like a little brother, you know what I mean? He's like 9 years old, and like, oh my gosh, I swear I'm dealing with like a 16-year-old every day. That kid just like
so mature.
Racks. Yeah, he's so mature, you know what I mean? But we really formed like a really close bond, and we have our, you know, little like traditions that we do. Like before every live show, before we come out for the audience, we have like this wall that has like all the tally marks of all our episodes. We do like all our cheers and our dance circles, and like it's really fun. So we've had like our own little things that have kind of formed throughout the season that have been really cool.
So because you guys dance on the show, do you have like normal table read, like run-throughs where you go over the script and then you have tons of dance rehearsals as well? Or how does that work?
Yeah, that's one of the different things about the show is that, yeah, like when you're going through the script, it's like lines, dance number, lines, dance number, you know what I mean? But we work with Rosero and Claude. Rosero McCoy is from Camp Rock. Both of them worked on Camp Rock movies. So it's really cool. So what we do is like we do our table reads and we run our lines, and then we have our dance rehearsals with them, which is really fun. We kind of just like learn the dance moves and get it going and play around with it and see this and see that. And then they bring in other dancers from just outside too that come work with us that are like amazing break dancers and stuff like that. So it's really cool, like every day you're not just acting, like you're also getting a lot of dance too. So it's neat.
So what's coming up on the show for your character that we can look forward to?
Coming up on the show. Oh, I'm so excited for everybody to get to see all the fun stuff that we've like come up with. Every episode, it's just, I'm always so surprised and like impressed. You know what I mean? Like our writers do such a cool job of just making like the craziest, coolest scripts ever. So I think one of the things that I'm really looking forward to for everybody seeing is in a couple episodes coming up, we're gonna get to see Gunter and Tinka. We get to meet their parents. We get to meet the Hess and Heifers' parents.
Do they come in from overseas?
They live here with Gunter and Tinka, and we get to meet them. And we had some amazing guest stars that came in to play our parents on the show. And we go to like the Hess and Heifers' apartment, and Rocky and Cece, we have this like party with them and stuff. And so I'm really excited for everybody to get to see that. And then of course we have a couple episodes coming up where we're doing some camping and whatnot. There's a couple really big dance numbers coming up that are gonna be pretty exciting for everybody to see. So
like an even bigger stage performance.
It just takes, it just like kind of takes it to next level. You know what I mean? With a couple of these dancers. I don't want to give too much away. I want you all to be surprised, but I want to get you all excited because there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up. So
something I wanted to ask you, I don't know if you had even heard this, but I heard that your characters were kind of inspired by Sharpay and her brother from, is that true, from HSM? Because obviously brother sister duo.
Right. Disney. I definitely get how people like would draw those.
To that, I wonder.
I think it's one of those things that it's like on the surface it probably looks a lot like that. Like you know, the blonde brother sister duo who are very crazy and like to perform and everything like that. Like I definitely see that. But I think once you watch Gunter and Tinka, once you get to know them, you find that they're actually very different from Ryan and Sharpay. You know, they're very different in their own ways. They kind of have each of the characters has their own different like kind of intricacies in them. And I love Ashley Tisdale and Lucas Grabeel, and I think they did such a
Have you met them
fantastic.
Yet?
I met Ashley Tisdale, and I thought it was pretty cool. I've always been such a fan of hers, and I think she's an incredible actress, and so it was really cool to be like, oh my gosh, like, you know, Sharpay, you know what I mean? But so yeah, she's definitely an inspiration. It was really cool to meet her. And
well, that's a good comparison to be getting.
I know.
my gosh.
Very true.
Hello,
Very
HSM's a big deal.
Definitely, yeah. So it's been neat, but it's been cool to like kind of make these new characters, and you hope like someday, 10 years from now, they'll be like, oh my gosh, they're like Gunter and Tinka. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It'll change. So it's really cool.
Well, the show's getting really good reviews. Everybody's talking about how, Hannah Montana's off the air. Your show is like saving the day for all the viewers who are looking for something new,
Saving the day. It's definitely, I mean, what an honor to be on such, the Disney Channel and to have this show that's doing so incredibly well. Thank you to all the fans. If you're watching, thank you so much for watching our show. It means the world to us, so thank you. But yeah, it's amazing to have all these fans, and you really get to give back to that. Every night when we go out to those live shows, all our fans are there screaming and cheering and, oh my gosh, remember this episode, remember that, and just when you're out and about, even every day, like it's so gratifying to have all these people kind of be with you. And yeah, it was so sad to see Hannah go off the air, but it's exciting to kind of see like dance kind of taken, coming up and making a new thing. Yeah, it's all about dance, and I think Shake It Up definitely brings some of that.
It does.
Well, thank you so much, Caroline, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
And thanks to you guys for tuning into Clever TV. Make sure you stay posted to our show for more info on Caroline Sunshine, Shake It Up, and all of your favorite TV programs. I'm Dana Ward with Jocelyn Davis, and we will see you soon.
Bye, guys.